And welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat News. I'm Marissa Kari.
And I'm Falkowski. On today's show, we'll be taking a look at the plans of some of our seniors after high school, as well as provide some information on the upcoming WAM 5K charity event.
We will also have an up-close and personal interview with screenwriter Ben Chunky, who is the co-writer of the upcoming film, The Polar Bear Club. There's a scene shot here at our very own Chisago Lakes High School.
Lastly, we will be viewing a short video that pertains to Link Crew.
We'll be hearing from some current seniors and their plans after high school. As the end of the year approaches, this is definitely a subject on a lot of our students' minds.
Let's head out on location and look at some plans after high school. Hi, this is Falkowski here with Wildcat News. Today we're going to be looking at the class of 2014 and their plans after high school. We're going to be interviewing a number of staff and students about their experiences.
I'm Josh Parks, and I'm going to play football at the University of Minnesota next year.
So Josh, why did you choose the U of M?
I chose the U of M because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to play in the Big Ten.
What are you planning on majoring in next year?
As of right now, I'm thinking of business marketing.
Thank you, Josh.
I'm Colton Mueller, and I'm going to GIA out in California, which is Gemological Institute of America, to become a jeweler.
So, Colton, how did you decide on jewelry? Well, it's been in the family. My dad's been doing it for 20 years, and same with my mom, and I really like working with my hands, so I thought I'd give it a try, and women like jewelry. So how do you think you're going to adjust being so far away from home? I'm not really sure how it's going to be. I mean, I've never been to California before, so it should be fun, and I'll probably miss home a little bit, but to get away from everybody, start a new life kind of a deal would be a lot of fun, I think.
Hi, I'm Ryan Crane, and I'm doing Air Force ROTC at UMD.
So Ryan, what is the ROTC?
ROTC is a Reserve Officer Training Program, and basically that's where you're in college and you study for your major while you're in the Air Force or in the military.
All right, and what are you planning on doing within the ROTC?
I'm going to study a major for civil engineering, and then my goal is, once I'm in the Air Force, is to be a civil engineer.
All right, thank you, Ryan.
I'm Frances Bailey, and next year I will be attending the Art Institutes.
Frances, can you tell me a little bit about the Art Institute?
The Art Institutes is a private school in Minneapolis which mainly focuses, it's got a fashion program, a media program, and a culinary program, and I'm going to be going there for the media program.
Very cool. What made you choose the Art Institute?
Well, I really like that it focuses a lot on the technology aspect of art, so I'll get to work on computers, which is something that's really important to me.
And with working on computers and stuff, what major are you looking into?
I'm looking to major in visual effects and animation. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Joel Inger with Wildcat News. I'm here with Miss Narducci to ask her some questions about post-secondary things. So Miss Narducci, what do kids most struggle with post-secondary stuff?
I think the biggest struggle is knowing when to start the process and then what direction to take in choosing a college and what the most important factors are in picking a college.
So what is your role in this process?
Ooh, good question. As a counselor, we do a lot of different things at different grade levels. So we come into your classrooms in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade and talk about career planning and post-secondary options, and then we use Navigators to help students look for colleges, look for scholarships.
What are some of the most common majors that people come?
Most common majors? I think nursing is a really big one right now. Engineering is another big one, and kind of that medical field in general.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here at Wildcat News, we want to wish the class of 2014 the best of luck in their post-high school plans. Look forward to hearing about their success. I'm Falkowski, and back to the studio.
Hopefully that story opened up your eyes to some of the options you have after graduating.
Our next video revolves around the WAM 5K charity event, which is being put on by Mr. Buchkowski.
Let's take a closer look at what that event entails.
William Ankle Memorial 5K. First, I became a runner about 10 years ago. Over the years, I've ran 11 marathons, 1 20-miler, 6 half marathons, and about a dozen 5Ks. Ever since I started running, I wanted to organize a 5K, but I didn't know where I would hold it and how to start one, or have a purpose for the race. Part of the answer came in 2008 when the high school built a new stadium with artificial turf. There was a nice, easy route, off of main roads, and we had a great finish line with awesome facilities. Now that we had the where, I was looking for a purpose, and I found it through one of my good friends who had 2 sons that were diagnosed with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, and another son who was a carrier. I thought this would be a great way to help raise money for his family as they search for a cure. My friend pointed me to the Families of SMA as an organization that would take donations to assist with their mission in finding a treatment and a cure. I now had a place and purpose, and then it happened. February 11, 2010, my friend's youngest son, who was diagnosed with SMA, passed away at the age of 21 months. As devastating as this was and still is, I had a feeling this race had to take place. With the permission of my friend and his wife, we moved forward to hold the race and name it after their son, William Anko. We are now moving into our 5th annual WHAM 5K and have raised and donated over $10,000 to the Families of SMA and to the Anko family to help their son, Ben, find a cure. This year we're planning on donating all the money to Families of SMA. The race will be held on May 3rd, 2014 at Chisago Lakes High School.
The WHAM 5K is a wonderful charity event, and we encourage all students and staff to participate.
Our next video on Wildcat News is a behind-the-scenes look at the film The Polar Bear Club. So let's head on location with reporter Dallas Anderson as he was able to get an interview with the screenwriter of the film.
Dallas Anderson here, standing outside the school pool where our media productions class was lucky enough to catch up with Gear 7 Studios. They were shooting their new film, The Polar Bear Club.
After days of messaging through Facebook with the Polar Bear Club filmmakers, we landed an interview with screenwriter Ben Chunky.
The Polar Bear Club is about a movie about 4 old men who jump into frozen lakes like the polar bear plunge to feel young again, but until one of them dies, they have to disband their group and consider their own mortality. The reason why we chose Chisago Lakes High School for the location of that scene was because of the lighting more than anything, I think. Because in your guys' pool area, you have that big window, and we didn't have to supplement really with any other lights that we brought with us. So just a big natural light, and it worked perfectly. It looks really good. Brett Price and I wrote the movie together, and we had a kind of like a stylized way we wanted to portray the scenes and stuff like that, and it really comes through in the writing rather, and then like Brett already knew because we wrote it together what the movie was going to look like. Spencer Goodall was the director of photography, and he made the film look really good through lighting and camera angles and the way the camera moved. We also used a lot of high frame filming, so like everything is in like slow motion. Yeah, it's like really stylized in an awesome way.
After interviewing Ben, we followed up with Mr. Hool to see what he thought.
It was a really cool experience to be able to go onto a live set of a film with an actual production company and production costs and equipment, and see some of that stuff get done was a really cool experience for me, and definitely really cool for my class as well. It's something that you can't teach in a classroom. I can explain stuff as much as possible, but you're never going to get that experience until you actually step onto a movie set and see people at work that get paid to do that sort of thing. So it was really cool. I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching The Polar Bear Club. I think it's going to be a really cool film. It has a really nice theme, talking about life and mortality and what it means to grow older, and if a movie can send a message, that's what it's all about.
We'd like to thank Gear 7 Studios for allowing our media productions class to sit in and watch them film their new movie. We'd also like to thank Ben Chunky for coming out and catching an interview with us here at Chisago Lakes High School. Back to you guys at the studio.
It was an amazing opportunity for us to be able to watch the crew filming the movie. The movie is expected to come out sometime in 2014, and the crew is hopeful to have a screening and a film nearby at a local movie theater.
Our next video today is a promotional video for Link Crew.
We love Link Crew. Link Crew was a really good experience for me. I'd say that the best part about it was just kind of getting to know people that you normally wouldn't talk to, and it kind of makes pause a little more exciting.
I love Link Crew. I've had a blast getting to know my 9th graders this past year, and I can't wait for next year.
Meeting all the little freshmen and kind of realizing that the problems you had are the same ones they're having. If anyone is interested in becoming a Link Crew leader, there's an informational meeting on Wednesday, March 26th during pause in the cafeteria.
Hi there. When we're looking for Link kids, we always look for kids who are really willing to go outside their shell and who want to make a difference in our school in a positive way. Kids who really want to be leaders, and we're really looking for kids from all kinds of areas, all kinds of populations of kids, and all different types of kids who really want to stand up and say, I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone, and I really want to take risks and make a positive difference in our school. If you feel like you might be make a good Link leader, feel free to pick up an application in the guidance office. They will be available on March 26th, and they're due on April 11th by 2:30.
I would like to congratulate the Chisago Lakes girls basketball team on a season of perseverance and endurance. We lost somebody important to us early on in the season with our senior point guard Sam Forsland, but our senior leadership with Brianna and Marissa and our juniors and sophomores and freshmen and 8th graders really stepping it up and learning new roles and putting the team first has been something that I think few teams are capable of doing and being successful at. And we've managed to do it this year, so congratulations, girls.
Thank you for all your support this year. We've had a great run, 22-6 during the regular season, back-to-back Section 7 3A titles is unheard of. Our girls are probably the most humble out of all of the sports here at Chisago Lakes, and we have appreciated everything that you guys have done for us.
Hold up that plaque for us.
3-peat.